when you have names like that. Yeah,
No,
look at Preston, he's laughing. Have names like that, you know he's a teenage pervert.
Yeah.
see more ass than anything ballers is pretty much
Oh my God, yeah.
a Zoom baller.
I miss it all the time. Some guy will come up and his name will be Suck My Dick. And I go, that's an unusual name. Did your mom really name you that? People are like, no, Jan, he's a Zoom bomber. I'm like, oh, that's right, I forgot.
No, poor old Chaz was popping them the other day faster than they could have. If
Oh
it
my
was even
God, don't let her. She
remotely
just,
questionable, boom.
anybody she thinks that's, oh, Lydia is here. You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, cool. Oh, there she is. Cool.
Lydia. Well, how are you? Where the heck did you
How
come
are
from?
you? I'm a lot better, but yesterday and the day before were rough. So
Yeah, is it like a bad hangover but worse?
kind of feels like that, to be honest with you. But I do not recommend norovirus. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. So are you getting out at all, or are you just like staying home resting like the Pope?
Been resting. I've been sleep. I slept like most of all day yesterday. So yeah, but I feel better right now. So
And you sound better. Do you ever
hmm
check your Telegram?
I haven't checked it. I do, but I haven't checked
Because
it recently
people
because I've been
people
sick.
people have been talking to you the whole time you were sick.
Oh, I'm
So you should
sorry.
check the Telegram every day. Yeah,
Well,
check it every.
I've been literally asleep and in the hospital. So
Well, you can check it from the hospital. The only time you can't check it is when you're dead.
okay,
That's
here.
and you can't go to
Oh, I
meetings,
see
Sandy.
it.
So you better respond back and say, "Thank you so much for caring about me."
I will. I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, okay, good girl. And say, there's Sarah is here. I said, oh, Sarah can't talk because she's sick and everybody's sick. So Rebecca is sick. Rebecca's kids are sick. Uh, Sarah's sick. Sarah's sick. Kids are sick. Who else is sick? Ron isn't sick, but he looks sick. Preston is not sick, except in his mind. Um, I'm I'm not sick. I feel good. I'm feeling good the whole time. What? No, get sick. Go sit down. No, excuse me. Sorry. Um, that was my cat. Okay, I thought that was funny. Uh, okay, I'm
It was
glad you
funny.
laughed.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. It's
Yeah, you're
very
muted.
funny.
That cat could make me laugh.
No, especially when I start talking to it, and I say, "Will you cut it out?" And then people they're looking at the camera like, "Is that cat real?" Hey, Brandon, how are you? Are you here for AA? And where are you calling from today? Hey, Brandon, what's up? What's up?
Yeah, I'm in Boulder.
Okay. And you're here for AA, and how long you been sober?
Just 4 days.
4 days. Okay, Brandon. Welcome aboard. Glad you're here. Sam. Sam, I am. How does that go? Hey, Sam, how are you? Are you here
Good.
for
How are
AA?
you? Yes, I am.
Oh, good. And where are you calling from today?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Wow. And I didn't realize there was a drinking problem in Tennessee.
There is.
Moonshiners.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you from like a moonshine family? Are
No,
your family on TV?
no.
That's the only thing I know about Tennessee. They go into the dark woods. You can't understand anything anybody says there. Ron can understand them because he's from Kentucky, and like you people are all related.
Yeah,
So, okay, Sam, you're in Tennessee. How long you been sober?
gonna try today.
Oh, okay, gosh, yeah. Hey, have you been to AA before? Working on day one. Yeah.
Um, I've
Yes, off and on.
Yeah. So, how much are you drinking a day?
Probably at least a bottle of wine every night. Maybe, I don't, um, maybe a little bit more.
That's
Probably
kind of rough, isn't it? Then
6 glasses. Yeah.
what happened? Then you get just sick and tired of it?
Yeah, it's just, yeah, I don't know. I started to set boundaries with people. I'm also codependent and stuff like that. And so it's a very lonely existence. And now, people are just like that were my friends, they just kind of flake on you. And so like I get bored and lonely at night. So I'm like, well, I'll just start drinking and watch YouTube videos and I gotta get out of that. I gotta stop it.
Yeah, that's what I do, but I don't drink. Um,
Yeah.
because drinking sucks. Yeah, if you can quit drinking. Where are you? Do you live like in an isolated area, in a rural area?
You know, I really don't, but I can't find I mean, I'm gonna have to, some of the people that I've known the longest, I'm gonna be like, just honestly, tell me what don't you like about me? Like, what do I need to change? And that's another codependent thing. Like, I need to be my authentic self, but apparently I must be,
Well, if
um,
your authentic drunken self, generally, a lot of times normal people don't really like that. They don't like alcoholics coming around them, if you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, unless your friends are all alcoholics.
Well, and there's a lot of that too. I mean, not all of them, but there's a lot of people who drink heavily and I'm like, well, I don't want to do that anymore. And then they don't come around anymore. And so it's
So I have a question for you. So
yeah.
are there in-person AA meetings near you?
You know, not as many as there used to be. I think after COVID, used to be you could go, and it's really storming here, so I don't particularly want to go out and drive in that. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm gonna have to start, right, and get a group.
Lydia, do me a favor. Look at
Yeah,
where are you in Tennessee?
in Nashville.
You're in Nashville.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
You're in Nashville.
yeah.
Nashville's the most alcoholic city in all of Tennessee. There are more AA meetings in Nashville
I
than
know.
there are in Purgatory, the place that's
It's
up next to heaven.
It's so funny because a lot of them, and I don't know whether it's messed up with my phone, it's sending me like 30 miles away. I'm like, there has to be a meeting that's closer. So,
What's
and
your address?
there was a
What's your
good
Hey,
meeting.
what's your address?
I'm not giving you my address.
So hey, Lydia, look up
Davidson
AA
County is three
in
seven.
Nashville and post it in chat. Okay. Lydia, are you
Okay.
getting this?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
she's
getting
had.
it. No, I got it.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay, do it. Post it up in chat.
What,
And
just
we'll
like meetings in Nashville? Is that what you want me to look up?
That's exactly, yeah,
Okay.
in-person meeting, just all of it, the whole damn list.
Okay.
Post up the link because I can't believe there are no fucking meetings near where she lives. Let's talk with, hang on, Almighty Nas. How about, here's the deal, Almighty Nas. Send me a link where you're from, how long you've been in AA, and how long you've been sober, and change your name to a real name. From the looks of you, you look like a Zoom bomber. So your minutes are getting smaller here. Erica, hi, how are you? Where are you calling from and how long have you been sober? Hi, how's it going?
I'm doing well. I'm calling from Rochester, New York. And
Oh,
today, hold on, let me just get my app out. I have 3 years, 9 months, and 23 days.
how many years?
3 years, 9 months, and 23 days.
Wow. That's like so dangerous. Glad
I
you're here. Yeah, I know. Okay, so there it is. Lydia just put up all your meetings in Nashville. So Lydia, are there any meetings near her? So you could email your address to Lydia and then she'll zero in and find them for you. Are you with me, Sam? I am. I'm not giving you my address. I'm in Boulder. What do you think I'm going to come over? You might. Okay, Adam, how's it going? I was just watching Six Adam. No, Almighty, you're a Zoom bomber, and well, the thing is, where did he go? Did somebody delete him?
I
I'm
can.
here. My
No.
name's Adam.
Oh no, Adam, you're a bomber. Uh,
Remove him.
you can't be here. Totally. Uh, he's in here fucking around. He'd be telling me to go have sex with my mother or something. That's what Zoom bombers do. That is disgusting. Ugh. Uh, Liz S. Hi, Liz. How are you? Hey, Liz, where are you
Hey.
calling from? Yep, right.
Atlanta, hot Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta. Oh my God. Yeah. How many days sober are you?
Yeah, gosh, I think it's 7 now. Yeah, 7.
So many. So many. I can hardly keep
Oh, so
keep
many.
count. All right. Glad you're here. Let's talk with Dan H. San Diego. Hey, Dan. Hi. Just checking in with you. You're here for AA, right?
My name's Dee. I'll be alcoholic.
Oh, D. Hi, D. How are you?
Hi. Yeah, I'm for AA.
Okay, good. You're in San Diego. All right.
Yeah.
Glad you're here. Welcome aboard. iPhone 2. How are you? Are you here for AA? Hey, Lydia, would you copy and paste those AA meetings over and send them over to Sam?
Yeah.
So, or have a look at them. How many do you see in Nashville? Very many? Talk to me for a minute. Does it
Hold
show
on,
a
let me
lot?
look. I mean, there was quite a few when I brought it up, but I don't know exactly where she is. So it said Nashville, but
Yeah. I bet there's
I
a
mean,
fucking million in Nashville.
there's a lot on here, but I think it depends on day and time as well.
Oh,
So
well, wait, she's on day one. No, she can't even see. Never mind. Just send it over to her. She won't
okay.
even remember that she came to the meeting. I was not at that meeting. Hey, Scott, how are you? Where are you calling from? How long are you sober? Wind's starting to blow here again.
Oh,
You
hey,
guys,
good
hey,
afternoon. You can hear me?
Yep. Where are you calling from and how long are you sober?
I'm from Southern California and I've been sober. This is my 14th day.
15 days, okay. And Southern Cal, glad you're here. Just like this guy from, where the hell is she? She's from San Diego. Did somebody have 14 years? I can't remember. Matthew's iPhone. Hey, Matthew, how are you? Where are you calling from and how long have you been sober? Jan to Matthew, if you could come in, please. Is that your dog next to you, Lydia? Oh my God, it is. Every day you come up with a different picture of your dog.
No, I don't. I've had this picture for the same time. Everybody, just stop picking on me. I've been sick.
Sorry, I didn't mean. It's like Preston, you need a picture of you and your cat. See, like the one Lydia has with her dog. You could have a nice, close, intimate picture like that.
Yeah, I could do that.
Do you, it would not be a manly thing to do, but you could, you know. Um, where were we? I was trying to talk to iPhone. Hey, iPhone, how are you? And are you here for AA or are you a Zoom bomber? And then Matthew, how about you, man? Are you here for AA and where are you calling from? How long are you sober? Jan and Matthew. Todd's here again. Hey, Todd, how are you? Good to see you, Todd. So, Todd, you're back with us, huh? Good for you. And what's with Matthew? So, Matthew, so I'm going to put iPhone back in the waiting room since he's not going to talk. And Matthew's iPhone, I'm going to put you in the waiting room. And then put in the waiting room. And then, Sarah, you can send both those guys in the waiting room messages about changing their name and stuff. And here's a Zoom user. We'll let Zoom user in. iPhone 2. We're going to put you back in the waiting room because I don't trust you. Okay, and Ryan, Ryan, you can text me. Where are you calling from and how long have you been sober? When people raise their hand here, we usually think of them as being a Zoom bomber. So, Ryan, I'm going to put you in the waiting room. Always dangerous to text me in this meeting. Zoom user, hi, how are you? Are you here for AA? And where are you calling from? So we have a message, Sarah, in the feed that says message to latecomers. And that's the one you want to send up. Okay, Zoom user, hi, how are you? Are you here for AA and where are you calling from? We can let Jeff in. Zoom user. So Zoom user bailed. Okay, hi. Hey, Elaine, how are you? Are you here for
Hello.
AA?
I
How are you?
am. Hi, Elaine, alcoholic. I am here for
Sam, I
AA.
am.
I am. I'm trying to get back here. I was sober for 3 years and relapsed, so I'm just trying to come back.
What a pain, don't you hate that? Hey, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Glendora, California.
Glendora, and look, are you working on day one or what?
Yes,
Okay,
day one.
working on day one. Okay, glad you're here, kid. All right, so we can let Dennis in. Good. Those three, we'll just let them sit up there till they figure out what they want to do. Usually, if I let them sit up there for 5 minutes or so, they're not a threat, and we let them back in here. Okay. Yeah. I saw your message to the waiting room. Hey, Dennis, how are you? Are you here for AA and where are you calling from? How long are you sober?
Yeah, my name's Dennis and I'm an alcoholic. My sobriety date is Christmas Eve 2022.
Oh, you did not get sober on Christmas Eve.
I did.
Oh no. I mean, that's like rare. It's like
Yeah.
getting sober on New Year's Eve. Why don't you
Hey,
wait till tomorrow? I know.
yeah, I know. It had to be done. So, I can't, it's not letting me start my video for some reason. It's
Not
saying
yet.
it's, yeah. Oh, okay.
When we get going here. Okay. All right, glad
Gotcha.
you're here. Welcome aboard. I think we're good to go. And let's see, if you want to put up everything to read, one of you guys, and then who wants to read today? Hey, Ron, you want to read? We'll let you read. How's that sound? Okay.
Sounds great. I'm Ron, I'm alcoholic. Welcome to Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop. If you are new to AA or coming back, this is the meeting for you. This group is exactly what the name says, a workshop. We read 6 AA books, work the steps, sponsor you, and give you reading and writing assignments. We will teach you an AA program. We move right along here and people get well here. Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop is a step workshop. Unlike most AA meetings, it is not a speaker's meeting, nor is it a discussion meeting. It is more like AA class, AA 101, AA University. You want to have the attitude of learning and do the assigned reading and writing on the steps. We will take you through the steps in AA books in short order. If you are looking for guidance and direction in an AA program, this meeting is for you. Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop is a very unique meeting since we use the same principles AA used between 1932 and 1939. Everybody works in the group and moves through the 12 steps to live our lives free from alcohol and learn a new way of living. We're glad you could make it. There's a newcomer's packet for those new to AA posted in chat. It has pamphlets and information about Alcoholics Anonymous. Security for newcomers, Slipper Step Workshop. We have cameras and chat turned off. You can only chat with the co-host. We do all the above for safety reasons. Zoom bombers try to get in and this eliminates them. We don't allow sharing in chat or exchange of phone numbers. This is an AA step class. Since everyone is new here, we want to protect you. Meeting confirmation will also be posted in chat. It's stepworkshop1@gmail.com, and that's for class, work, probation, court, etc. Announcements. 7th tradition contributions. You can make contributions to at Jann Scott and Venmo or Cash App Jack Fox 111999. And PayPal is good for international donations, and that's to janscottlive@gmail.com, 720-646-6131. Contributions go to pay for Zoom, Boulder 1 AA, Boulder County AA, OIO AA Intergroup, and Father Terry's work. We offer free books to those in need. We spend about $350 a month, and suggested donations are $1 to $2 per meeting, or the price of a 12-pack of bud per month, which is $18.99. This group meets daily with the following formats. Monday, we read the 12 and 12, and it's a step study. Tuesday, we read from the Big Book. Wednesday, as Bill sees it, and it's Sunglass Wednesday. Thursday, Came to Believe, and it's Dog Thursday. Friday is Cat Friday. Saturday, Living Sober, and Sunday, Daily Reflections. The Alcoholics Anonymous Preamble. Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of people who share their experience, strength, and hope with each other that they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for AA membership is a desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership. We are self-supporting through our own contributions. AA is not allied with any sect, denomination, politics, organization, or institution. Does not wish to engage in any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and to help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. Please join me in the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. New to this meeting, please come for 5 days and see how you like it. Then we will put you to work. This meeting is recorded with audio only, and it's for our podcast on the YouTube channel. No video, pictures, or names are shown. No one will know that you are here. Our podcast is YouTube channel in its Newcomers Slippers Step Workshop AA meeting, and that also is posted in chat. And finally, everyone, please introduce yourself as an alcoholic when speaking, and thank you for being here. And now back to you, Jann, in the studio.
All right, thank you from Ron in Kentucky. Today is Sunday. We read from Daily Reflections, and I just put it up. I think we're going to read from March 23rd to March 28th, right? Or 29th or 30th. So who has the book? Raise your hand if you have the book. And then you can also click on that thing and read it. Good. I want to start with some sick people first. So, hey, Lydia, how's your voice? Do you want to read? And the rest of you put your hand up. I'm going to call on you. Let's see if Lydia can read. Unless she sounds like a frog. I don't really
I
know.
kind of still sound like a frog, so I don't think you really guys want to hear me read.
We don't. Okay, good. Oh, Sarah, you're sick. How about you? What do you sound like?
I sound okay, I think. I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
What day do we start?
Page 23.
Okay.
March 23rd. It's page 90.
Okay.
And you don't have, if you're sick, you
I
don't
have it. No worries. I got it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, March 23rd.
Yeah.
And no more reservations.
Okay.
We have seen the truth again and again. Once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. If we are planning to stop drinking, there must be no reservation of any kind, nor any lurking notion that someday we will be immune to alcohol. To be gravely affected, one does not necessarily have to drink a long time, nor take the quantities some of us have. This is particularly true of women. Potential female alcoholics often turn into the real thing and are gone beyond recall in a few years. That's from Alcoholics Anonymous, page 33. These words are underlined in my book. They are true for men and women alcoholics. On many occasions, I've turned to this page and reflected on this passage. I need never fool myself by recalling my sometimes different drinking patterns or by believing I am cured. I like to think that if sobriety is God's gift to me, then my sober life is my gift to God. I hope God is as happy with his gift as I am with mine. Pass.
Okay, Dennis, you're up. March 24th.
All right, Dennis Alcoholic. It's titled Active, Not Passive. Man is supposed to think and act. He wasn't made in God's image to be an automaton. Automaton, as Bill sees it, page 55. Before I joined AA, I often did not think and reacted to people and situations. When not reacting, I acted in a mechanical fashion. After joining AA, I started seeking daily guidance from a power greater than myself and learning to listen for that guidance. Then I began to make decisions and act on them rather than react to them. The results have been constructive. I no longer allow others to make decisions for me and then criticize me for it. Today and every day, with a heart full of gratitude and a desire for God's will to be done through me, my life is worth sharing, especially with my fellow alcoholics. Above all, if I do not make a religion out of anything, even AA, then I can be an open channel for God's expression.
Perfect. Okay, Todd, over to you. You're up. March 25th.
A full and thankful heart. I try hard to hold fast to the truth.
Gone to pieces. No. Your audio's dead. Jeff, how about you? No.
Jeff Alcoholic, South Florida. Page 93, 25. Full thankful heart. I try to.
He's drinking. Fuck that ego. Fuck this guy. Sorry, Jeff, go ahead.
Okay, Jeff Alcoholic, South Florida. March 25th, the full and thankful heart. I try hard to hold fast to the truth that a full and thankful heart cannot entertain great conceits. When brimming with gratitude, one's heartbeat must surely result in outgoing love, the finest emotion that we can ever know. And that's from Bill Sees It on page 37. I believe that we in Alcoholics Anonymous are fortunate in that we are constantly reminded of the need to be grateful and how important gratitude is to our sobriety. Now, I am truly grateful for sobriety God has given me through the AA program, and I am glad I can give back what was given to me freely. I am grateful not only for sobriety, but for the quality of life my sobriety has brought. God has been gracious enough to give me sober days and a life blessed with peace and contentment, as well as the ability to give and receive love and the opportunity to serve others in our fellowship, my family, and my community. For all of this, I have a full and thankful heart. Page 93. Thank you for letting me read that.
All right, giving and receiving love. See, I do that, Jeff. You know, it's like with Lydia, I give and receive love. Like I'll say, okay, let's call on the girls with the scratchy voice and have them read. Now, that's not very kind. That's like being go ahead, Chaz.
Good morning, Shaz Alcoholic. March 26. The teaching is never over. Abandon yourself to God as you understand God. Admit your faults to Him and to your fellows. Clear away the wreckage of your past. Give freely of what you find and join us. We shall be with you in the fellowship of the Spirit, and you will surely meet some of us as you trudge the road of happy destiny. May God bless you and keep you until then. And that's from Alcoholics Anonymous, page 164. These words put a lump in my throat each time I read them. In the beginning, it was because I felt, oh no, the teaching is over. Now I'm on my own. It will never be this new again. Today, I feel deep affection for our AA pioneers when I read this passage, realising that it sums up all of what I believe in and strive for, and that with God's blessing, the teaching is never over. I'm never on my own, and every day is brand new. Thank you for letting me read, Big Daddy.
That's right. I am Big Daddy. Go ahead there. Press done. Press done. Press done.
I'm Preston and I'm an alcohol.
Big
I'm
Daddy.
Preston and I don't know why I can't talk. I'm Preston and I'm an alcoholic. March 27th, AA's freedoms. We trust that we already know what our several freedoms truly are, that no future generation of AAs will ever feel compelled to limit them. Our AA freedoms create the soil in which genuine love can grow. And that's from the Language of the Heart, page 303. I craved freedom. First, freedom to drink, later, freedom from drink. The AA program of recovery rests on a foundation of free choice. There are no mandates, laws, or commandments. AA's spiritual program, as outlined in the 12 steps, and by which I'm offered even greater freedoms, is only suggested. I can take it or leave it. Sponsorship is offered, not forced, and I come and go as I will. It is these and other freedoms that allow me to recapture the dignity that was crushed by the burden of drink and which is so dearly needed to support an enduring sobriety. Ah, sorry about that. Thank you.
I'm Ron, I'm alcoholic. March 28th, equality. Our membership ought to include all who suffer from alcoholism. Hence, we may refuse none who wish to recover. Nor ought AA membership ever depend upon money or conformity. Any 2 or 3 alcoholics gathered together for sobriety may call themselves an AA group, provided that, as a group, they have no other affiliation. And that's from Alcoholics Anonymous, page 563. Prior to AA, I often felt that I didn't fit in with the people around me. Usually they had less money than I did, and my points of view didn't jive with theirs. The amount of prejudice I had experienced in society only proved to me just how phony some self-righteous people were. After joining AA, I found the way of life I had been searching for. In AA, no member is better than any other member. We're just alcoholics trying to recover from alcoholism. And thank you.
Okay. And hey, Liz, you want to read March 29th? That's actually day 7. Go right ahead. And to Liz, did she fall off the couch?
Hey, no, I'm here. Hang on, I just clicked out for some reason of that. Here we go. Okay. I'm on day 29, right?
That's right. Trusted
Okay, this
servants.
is Liz. I'm an alcoholic. Trusted servants. They are servants. Theirs is the sometimes thankless privilege of doing the group's chores. From 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 134. In Zorba the Greek, Nikos Kazantzakis describes an encounter between his wait, something just happened. I'm sorry.
This
Okay.
is why we all buy the books. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry about that. Describes an encounter between his principal character and an old man busily at work planting a tree. What is it you're doing? Zorba asks. The old man replies, you can see very well what I'm doing, my son. I'm planting a tree. But why plant a tree, Zorba asks, if you won't be able to see it bear fruit? And the old man answers, I, my son, live as though I were never going to die. The response brings a faint smile to Zorba's lips, and as he walks away, he exclaims with a note of irony, how strange, I live as though I were going to die tomorrow. As a member of Alcoholics Anonymous, I have found that the third legacy is a fertile soil in which to plant the tree of my sobriety. The fruits I harvest are wonderful: peace, security, understanding, and 24 hours of eternal fulfillment. And with the soundness of mind to listen to the voice of my conscience, when in silence, it gently speaks to me, saying, "You must let go in service. There are others who must plant and harvest."
Okay, thank you for reading. Let's go over to Jeff. So, hey, Jeff, if you could unmute, what did you get out of all these readings today?
Well, Jeff Alcoholic, the first thing that I got that struck me was he said, I in my quest of spirituality and my grasp on spirituality and the gift of spirituality, I am bound by no religion, something like that. In other words, spirituality is bigger than anything mankind can figure out, and that to me is that just really just hammered home this time around. Read it myself, but when we heard it, I heard it read to me. That really got to me. So much is about, it's every day, each day a new beginning. It's not over just because I've learned basic. It just keeps growing, and I keep growing, and I got to give it away to keep it. But also, what I realized today is I thought of some of the crazy things I've did in sobriety, where I've grown past that now, and hopefully I'll keep growing. Nothing dastardly, nothing, but just stupid alcoholic thinking, and that just with this program, really, brings us along in that regard too. Thank you for letting me share that.
I like the part where he says, once the teaching is over, now what am I going to do? I guess there's no more teaching. Now I'm stuck. That's why we have this class, because the teaching is never over here.
Right.
In this class. We're always learning something new. Every single day, we go to a different part of the AA program, a different step, a different aspect on that step. And then we talk about it, we read about it, and we write about it. Okay. And then we get grilled. We give an oral presentation on what it is that we're doing. So the learning never stops here. And for one person, if I can keep learning this process of not only not how to drink, but the process is how to live. It's AA presents, here it comes, a new way of living, a new way of living. And that's what I have to learn. And one of the things that I've also learned is alcoholics of our type, alcoholics of our variety, which are generally categorized in the hopeless variety, we have a lot to learn, and we have a lot of changing that we need to do in our character makeup. There's a lot of work ahead. Let's ask Chaz, where is she? Here she is. Chaz, what did you get out of today's reading?
Oh, Shaz, alcoholic. Well, one of the things I got out of it was that each day, because I'm asking guidance from my higher power, that I begin, and I am doing that presently, I am acting and making decisions, not reacting. And also, when people try to give me advice, I don't automatically go, oh, I better do what they're saying. I pause and I ask God for guidance. I might say something to them like, oh, that sounds okay. However, I can't really comment on that at the moment. Can I get back to you? I have this pause button. And that's because the program, the steps, has given me the ability to be able to put my life in God's care. And that's what I'm doing. He's caring for me right now. Thank you, Big Daddy.
Today I'm daddying Jan Cat.
Oh, thank you, Jan Cat.
Okay. Let's see here. Classroom work. Moving right along. Let's see who is doing what. Nick, I don't know about Nick. You guys can turn your cameras on now if you want to. And then but not Nick. Okay, good. All right, here we go. Da, 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 da. We've been able to do that for a while. So we're going to do some classroom work. Where is the girl from Atlanta? Okay, Liz. So how's it going now? You were working on your first half of the first step. Did you get more down?
I did.
Okay.
Yes.
How many did you come up with?
It looks like I've got about 10 now.
Give me the 10th one.
Oh, the 10th one. Let me bring my name. See. Okay. Sorry, I can't always read my writing. Okay, so I'm March of 2024, so last year would have been, and I drank vodka. Sometimes it's hard for me to know how much because I would drink overnight and then get up in the morning and drink again, but it was probably about
Mhm.
a little less than a fifth.
Okay.
And then
Sure.
I was by myself. And what happened is I was already really pretty drunk when I got up in the morning, and I was supposed to go down to Florida to see my mom and my sister, and I just decided to keep drinking. But I was going to them to supposedly try to sober up, but I had to actually stop at a hotel and check in because I couldn't drive. So does that seem right? And then
So that's,
consequences.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Consequences are some financial stress because I wasn't expecting to have to pay for that. I
Mhm.
was ashamed. I had some erosion of trust from my family, my parents and my husband as well. And I felt sick when I finally got up and was able to drive. So
Yeah. Yeah. Family and do not like it when we do things like that over our drinking. They kind of get really sick of it and they get sick of us.
yeah,
Do you still have a family?
I do. I'm lucky in that regard.
Yeah. You
um,
haven't lost them. And here comes the big word yet.
my
That's a
husband and
word.
I are separated. That's been a big
There you go.
consequence.
Then
Yeah,
there's the yet.
yeah,
And that happens a lot. I mean, I certainly did. I grew up in ostensibly a good family in Connecticut. And by the time I was 17, I hit my first alcohol treatment center, court ordered there for 36 days, and diagnosed with acute alcoholism. And it
mm,
took me 10 years to get to AA. I came to AA at age 28. And when I got here, I had been to school, but got married, divorced, lost the house, wife left, took the kids, lost the car, lost all my money, and the
yeah,
dog left, and I lost my pickup truck. And I was basically uh, couch surfing and did
yeah.
that for several years. I was like, what the hell just happened? But since I've been coming to AA and I worked this program, so a bunch of miracles happened. Believe it or not, I got the house back. I got my pickup truck back. I got my job back, which I lost. I got my
Mm.
money back. And the wife did not come back. Uh, and uh, and the dog would have come back, but he was dead. So
Yeah.
there you have it, and it all worked out in the end. So now we're going to give you the second half of the first step. And I think what we're
Okay.
going to do is I'm going to have Trevor give that to you, Preston, give that to you in room 1. So Preston, if you would go to room 1, and would you move them to room 1, Ron, please? So this is going to be Preston and Liz in room 1. Okay. And all the girls are sick, so we're not going to send any of them there. You and Preston, room 1, go.
Okay.
Abracadabra. They're gone. Look at that. Let's see who else is doing step work. Where's Missy? Is she still here? Did she bail? Oh, Missy. So Missy, where did we? Oh, you were going to do. Where the hell's Missy? She was here and she left. Did she just leave?
She literally just left.
What the fuck? I called her name and she left. Okay.
She might have gotten kicked off because that happens sometimes with her.
Oh yeah, her internet goes down. Okay. Because I was going to have Chaz do her 5th step with her. You haven't done our fifth step with her yet, have you? I was going to have maybe Chaz and Sarah go into a fifth step room with her, but we can't do that. Okay, let's talk with Lydia. So Lydia, you've been sick. We haven't seen you. You've been escaping into the hospital
Yeah.
and then what was your last reading and writing assignment? Do you remember? And what have you done?
Read the first 165 pages of the book and do a summary and then podcast as well.
Okay, so where did you leave off on the stories? Not the stories, but the chapters in the big book, verse 164.
I don't remember. Let me look. Hold on.
So there would be these chapters in the first 164. There would be Bill's story, there is a solution. Stay with me.
Yeah, no, I'm here.
More,
Sorry, I'm just like looking at my book.
more about
So
alcoholism.
I had to like go back and do the
We
five.
agnostics, how it works. There's interaction, working with others
More
to,
of, I had gone back to more about alcoholism,
okay,
but I haven't finished it yet, so I don't
okay,
have the five.
did you read There is a Solution?
Yes.
Did you come up with 5 takeaways on There is a Solution?
Yeah, and I can't find my notes for some reason. Hold on. Let
Probably
me
that
look.
big dog of yours ate them.
Well, no, I like moved some stuff around and I don't know where I put that notebook. So give me a second.
Once you get see, if you had a cat, right, like this, they don't eat notes. This guy's an idiot. I know. Oh my God. I'm just gonna hum the tune to Jeopardy. As Lydia looks for her notes. It's okay, Lydia. Do you have notes on anything that you read or no?
I do, it's all in this notebook that I can't find. So I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on here. So
It's crazy like that. You leave the crazy husband, you find a new place to live, you get assaulted, you end up sick, you go to the hospital, and then you lose your notes. It's like, what else
Friday.
could possibly go wrong?
I think,
If,
it looks like I wrote notes in the big book for Bill's story, so I could talk about that one. So,
sure, let's talk about Bill's story.
yeah.
Everybody turn to Bill's story. It's on page 1. Okay, go ahead.
I think apparently according to this, my 5 takeaways were like, clearly how destructive alcoholism was in his life, how lonely it is, how he had to resign himself to a higher power to be able to stay clean, that you need a community to remain sober, and that this will be a lifelong battle as it was for him.
Anything else on Bill's story?
Those were the 5 I wrote down on here.
Okay. But there's something more
Okay.
that is more profound. What happened to Bill? That was profound. Anybody? Raise your hand. What happened to Bill that was
Yeah.
just unbelievably profound? Go ahead,
Yeah.
Dennis.
Yeah.
Dennis, go.
He basically figured out that he had a spiritual malady, and the only thing that's going to be able to help him is divine help or spiritual awakening.
There
Yeah.
you go. Bill had
Yep.
a huge awakening. God came and visited him. Did you miss that part, Lydia?
No, I wrote that in there that he had to resign himself to a higher power to be able to stay sober. That was one of my points.
Okay, well, good, but we like it when it's so profound. We like it flash a light in my eyes. It's like, yeah, but Jen, this is the biggest. It's like huge. What the fuck is going on with this guy? Okay. All right. Yeah, no, Bill's story was like hugely profound. You want to read it again and come up with more?
Yeah, I can.
Do it. It's a really big deal. What happened to Bill is a big, big deal in AA. And let's ask Jeff. Go ahead, Jeff.
Yes, Jeff Alcoholic. Oh, thank you for calling me because if Bill had not sought that, and found a spiritual awakening, he would have gone to Rockland State, and he would have been. That's where they were going to have him committed for life and throw away the key. We may not even have had a program. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, higher power. Very
Okay,
important.
let's ask Chaz. What's the big deal about Bill and his story, Chaz?
Well, the big deal about Bill is that he, as you say, he had that experience. He was almost blown out of the water, really. And I love the way that he says that he humbly offered himself to God as well. That must have been excruciatingly difficult for him. That must have been a profound God job on him, because he could not have done that on his own. And it also says, and that he's realized that without him, he was lost. What a revelation, what a breakthrough of denial that cemented the base of what we learn in this beautiful meeting, Big Daddy or Big Cat, with you today. Thank you, Lord.
And also on page 12, Bill goes through the steps. He takes you right through steps 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 at the end of his story. So Lydia, go back and give us a full book report with a lot of emotion. We want to see you, what is that term? What is that word called?
Do you want me to cry?
Well, crying would help, yeah. No, where you become elevated, like you get lifted up off. What is that called? Ron, you know what that is. That's a big religious. The Hindus have it a lot.
Oh, I was going to say elation.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. All right, so good job. Hey, Lydia, good job, and I'm glad you're feeling better. And I'm sorry to hear that you're sick, and the fact that you're hanging in here. It's like everybody's been thinking about you. No kidding.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're coming. You keep coming here with everything that's going on. You keep coming back. I know I torture you. As I sent her text. What the fuck are you? She's like, oh my God. Okay. Oh, come. No. All right.
All
Anyways,
good.
glad you're here. Glad you're here. So then, Missy, we have to do your 5th step, right?
Morning, Dog Squad. Good morning, Jan.
So, are you ready to do your 5th step? Say yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. So we're going to move you and Chaz and where is she? Oh, where the hell's it? No, there's Chaz, there's Missy. Where's Sarah? Is she here? She left.
I'm here.
She's still
you're
here.
here. Okay. And yeah, Sarah. Okay, into room 2.
Okay.
Okay, and Sarah, you help. Because we have to do, they already did the reading. What we need to do is go through that 5th step, right, Chaz?
Yes.
And Sarah, keep it on track. This is a 10-minute 5th step. Let's get her done, as the cable guy says. Great, I'm doing my 5th step with the cable guy. Fucking just what kind of meeting is this? All right, so oh good. So Liz got her second instructions. So let's ask Scott. And Scott, California, how have you liked today's meeting so far? Bet you never been to a meeting like this before.
Never. I don't have to call you Big Daddy, do I?
Yeah, well, you can, but nobody else does. None of the Lydia. Lydia, do you never call me Big Daddy, do you? Or Daddy-O? See, no, she's not gonna.
I thought this was like AA / the dating game or something.
We don't. Everybody here is too sick to date. Are you kidding me? As I had a sponsor, it's like, great, you want to date emotional cripples, Jan? I'm like, hey, cut it out. So good. Anyways, you have 14 days. Have you been to AA before?
Many, yeah. Probably most of my life.
So what's the deal? You can't get sober and stay sober?
I have a thick skull.
Well, here's the
I'm
deal on this.
resistant. I'm resistant.
Here's the deal in this meeting, okay? My suggestion would be come for 5 days to see how you like it. And then if you like it, we will put you to work. So this is like a class. It's like AA 101. And we give reading and writing assignments, and we'll take you through the entire program. We hand deliver an AA program to you, and we take you through the whole thing in about a month and a half. So we just go 90 miles an hour. So like that whole routine that you usually run about Lyme resistant, none of that. We just slam right through that. We just say we don't care about that, and we don't care about what you think. Just do this work. And what happens is it just breaks right through all your resistance. You're on this high-speed train, and you're going to school. This is like AA 101 or AA University. Did you like school when you were in it?
No.
Okay, well then you're going to hate this, but you might just come because we'll beat you up and you'll love it. And who else is here? Dennis! Dennis in Idaho! How's it going, Dennis? Oh, here, I'll turn your camera back on. You were moving around a lot. We were getting we didn't know what the hell we were getting shots of, to tell you the truth. Um, it's a small meeting and frightening.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. My name's Dennis, and I'm an alcoholic. My sobriety date is Christmas Eve, 2022. I was adjusting my boot earlier when on the camera. I was
Yeah,
adjusting the cup over my boot, so sorry about
Yeah.
that. I mean, what?
How did you like the meeting?
So far, so good. It's
All
a
right.
little different, but sometimes you got to break the monotony in AA. Sometimes us alcoholics need we need a mix. And
This is a mix, all right. This is a class. This is like, hey, check this out. We've had over 30,000 people come to this meeting. 1,000 people have gone through the program with us here in 7 years. And they've stayed sober. We have 100 new people every week. 100 new people come here every week, and we have 200 people who are here every day on a regular basis. Today's kind of a smaller meeting, but so same thing to you. Here's the deal: if you think you might like to attend this class with us, you're welcome to come and come for 5 days. See how you like it. See, notice like Jeff. Jeff has 39 years. Jeff, why did you start coming? Because you knew everything when you got here.
Jeff Alcoholics, South Florida. Yeah, I'm learning that I'm learning a lot, and I got to give it away to keep it. That's what I want to do. So this is where I learn how to do that. Steps 1 through 12 in their entirety and in their correct sequence.
Will you
Fast
like
track.
this meeting?
Yes,
Why
sir.
do you, I mean, you have 39 years. You could tell me what to do.
The steps are telling me what to do, sir, and I'm getting the steps here. They're being presented to me. I'm having to work them. There it is. Yes.
Glad you're here. Hey, Elaine, how are you feeling? You're working on day one, huh? Are you the girl you're in California, huh? How's it going? Did she pass out? Are you sleeping? Yeah. So we have a lot of people come there when they come drinking to this meeting. Sleeping doesn't really matter. We don't care anything about that. Where is Preston, how about you? So where are you? You got 12 days and you're kind of back in the groove
Yeah.
a little bit, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm Preston and I'm an alcoholic. Yeah. It feels good to, actually be able to be here and help and be sober.
Yeah, I think the one thing is that one is we don't have to go back and drink, but what we do have to do is we have to change everything in our life. So I couldn't get sober as long as I had things swirling around me that were driving me to drink. And we've talked about this. You've had a lot of stuff. You go
Yeah.
to school, you're living with your crazy father, you have bullshit in your life, and you get drunk over it every time. And it's like all you have to do is change everything. Because I mean, I get that you want to get sober and stay sober, but it's the circumstances in your life as a newly recovering alcoholic, they just throw you right over the cliff. And I had to change everything. I wanted to be the man. I wanted to get a good job when I got here. I was like, man, I need a job right away. I need to get a car. I need to get a house. I need to get a girlfriend. And I need to make some money. And all I ever did was drink. You put that pressure on yourself and you're fucked. You're totally screwed. So I hope you're thinking about that because
No, I am. Yeah. Yeah.
this relapse and recovery, it gets shorter and shorter and shorter. And one day you don't ever come back.
Yeah.
You see that with people, as long as you keep thinking you can get away with it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, so the 4 or 5 days when I went to visit my mom, I kind of used that to make an amends to her and my family. And was talking to Jeff about this, I don't know though. It just, it changed my perspective and outlook in a lot of ways on like what I'm doing now. I got to see a lot of different, pros and cons of what if I move
Said,
there.
I'm sorry, wait, I'm not buying any of this. As long as you remain in the situation that is bullshit, you're going to go back to drinking. You're in a terrible situation. You have a crazy, violent father that goes off, and when he goes off, you get drunk. And that's the end of that. And then you try to go to school too. How the fuck you ever pull that off it's not going to last for long. One of two things are going to happen. You're going to get drunk and stay drunk, and then you're going to drop out of school, and then your father's going to throw you out of the house, and you're going to be right back on the street. So what I'm saying, I know I realize this is hardcore, but what I'm saying is you have got to change your situation into something that supports you being sober. I had to. I
Well,
fucking had to get.
they all
I had
want
to.
me to be sober. Yeah.
What?
They all want me to be sober. No one's
I know
fighting
that, but
that.
you don't want to be sober.
No, I do want to be sober. That's why I'm
Well,
here.
you do today. You do until the next incident. You do until the next bomb goes off, and then you're fucking out on the street.
It's easy to
Hey,
blame
That's
people though,
that's what we
know?
do.
Right? I mean,
Alcoholics.
my dad's not the problem. It's easy to blame everyone and say, "Fuck this, I'm getting drunk." It's
No,
like
no,
I'm the
no. I'm
problem.
sorry. I do not buy this for one bit. You're living in a volatile situation with a volatile person. And when he goes off, you go to the bar. And that's how it goes every single time. Or you do something else stupid. You date somebody who's drinking and go to the bar, or you get invited to a party, a drinking party, and you go to that.
That's
I
never
mean,
happened before, ever.
well, that's what alcoholics do. We are as dumb as a box of hair. I swear to God, alcoholics are so stupid. I mean, you're not the only one. You know what I had to do? I mean, every time I do something stupid, so I had to make a rule. I don't date women who drink or take cocaine or take any drugs. I can't let them in my car. Okay. And not only that, stay out of the bars. Why do they stay out of bars? Because they drink in there. Okay, so when I first got sober, and I'm like, I can't go to any houses where people are having parties, any scenes. I live in a college town, University of Colorado. It's 28 years old. I couldn't go to fraternity parties and fucking sorority parties or anything even closely, remotely, whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Close to that. I couldn't go. Let's ask Jeff. Hey, Jeff, in your first month, did you go to the bars, go out with women that drank, or did you go to parties where everybody was drinking?
Absolutely not. And I wondered how I would stay away from it. They're going to miss me at the bars. They're going to say, Jeff, where you been? I learned they didn't care whether I came to the bars. They wanted their drink, even though these are people I'd known a long time. Yeah, stay away from that. No, I didn't. I was scared to death. I wanted to stay sober, and I do what I had to do. Right? And and stay away from the women. I watch people come in and do stupid things. I watched two women come in and say they needed sobriety babies, and they got in the family way in the first 90 days of AA and rehab. I mean, just stay away from everything that's gonna make us drink, or put it on hold. Don't put it whatever.
Your living situation, put your living situation on hold. You got to think about that. You got to think about that. You cannot, I could not live in a violent situation. I had to be away from bullshit. My first roommate when I got sober was a pretty quiet guy that had a job, went to work every day, and he went to meetings and very, very calm, just fucking calm. I lived not kind of a 9 to 5 life. And then I got sober. I got my 6 months and I was like, okay, thank God I did this. Anyways, Preston, I don't mean to beat you up. But so you know how I said earlier, this is the place where slipping stops, but you have to do what you need to do in order to stop it. How do I bring this to an end? And how do I bring it to an end? How do I stop it? What do I have to do in order